Welcome back to Houston Life. We're just a few days away from Valentine's Day, but did you know? I bet you didn't know. It's also National Marriage Week.
I did not know, but I do now. And here with tips to strengthen your marriage, therapist, speaker, and author Kaity Rodriguez. Welcome to Houston Life.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It's so nice to meet you. We're going to continue streaming, but for the moment, everyone watching us on television, we're going to go to Lisa Hernandez standing by in the news department for this special report. So, Kaity, we'll continue on with you here streaming.
Okay.
And we're glad to have you. You just moved to Houston last year.
Yes, in April.
You're from New Jersey. We're so glad to have you. National Marriage Week. This is something that coincidentally coincides with Valentine's Day.
Right.
And this is the time of love, but also for a lot of people, it's a really stressful time. So where do we begin? Let's say you're in a marriage and life, school, work, it all gets in the way and you've kind of lost that feeling that you had when you said, I do.
Yeah.
How do you get it back?
So I like to start with the acronym MAP, okay? M-A-P. The first is you want to have meetings, weekly meetings. A is for accountability, and P is for planned rituals. So if we're starting with meetings, we like to call it this like state of the union kind of meeting, kind of like a weekly team meeting, like you would have
a
with
check-in.
yeah, exactly. And you talk about what went well last week, what you want to improve on, and maybe what your needs are for the upcoming week. So maybe I might have a meeting coming up at work and I'm stressed out. I want to let my partner know I might need more hugs this week, or I might need a little bit of space this week. But it's basically just a periodically timed meeting that you have with your partner to bring you together and to have that connection.
I like that we talked about, flowers, candy, that's all great, but really
Right.
you say true success grows in the soil of volume.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain that?
So that's in regards to my dating journey, 100 dates in Houston. So I'm actually not married, I'm actually single,
Okay.
looking for my person. And there's this idea that no matter what you do, there needs to be repetition in order to see success. And so whether that be you're going to the gym and you need to do 10,000 reps of squats in order to get that perfect body,
Right.
or you need to date 100 guys in order to find the love of your life.
Wait, hold on. So this
100
is
guys.
what you are doing. I love this. So you moved to Houston last year and you made the commitment to go on 100 dates. The goal here really is you were looking for your soulmate.
Right.
How is the
But the
dating
goal is
scene
to
going?
not go on 100 dates. So my hope is that I will meet the guy and he'll take me out the game before I reach 100 dates.
I see.
Okay,
But you will do 100 if you need to.
Right, at
Okay.
least 100.
How is it going so far?
It's going well. This last week was a heck of a week. I'll be blogging about that soon.
Yes.
But I've met a lot of really good guys. Everybody's been respectful, but of course, as you would expect, there's been highs, there's been lows, and there's been a lot of lessons. So it's making me stronger, actually. I say it's giving me a warrior mentality. Like, it's got to keep going. Mhm.
Not to
That's-
mention great content, probably.
Yeah.
I want to listen to next week's episode. I mean, I want to know.
Tune in, 100 dates in Houston. That's the
100
blog.
Days in Houston is the blog. Okay, something on the to-do list.
So to go back a couple minutes, one of the acronym MAP, right? Accountability was the second one.
Yes.
But planning rituals.
Yes.
Is that like a date night scenario? And what if couples come to you and say, we can't find time to get together, we're
Right.
too busy?
Okay, so that's the thing. When we talk about planned rituals, you think of something like a date or something like that. But actually, it needs to be something that you do every day, something that's small, can take 5 minutes, or actually could take 6 seconds. So one of the planned rituals that I like is the 6-second kiss. So there's this idea that if a kiss is at least 6 seconds long, then it's going to cause you to slow down and really be mindful and to focus on your partner as opposed to just a quick peck. So if you can't commit to 6 seconds to just, facilitate that connection in your relationship, you might have a bigger problem. But it can be anything.
Yeah, you can pencil 6 seconds into your daily schedule.
Totally. But I like the idea behind this. The idea is to stop what you're doing,
Right.
really focus on your partner,
Right.
and sort of reaffirm your love for one another.
To connect with one another. It can be coffee, 5 minutes for coffee in the morning or 5 minutes after work, how was your day? But to just focus on each other and say, you're important enough to me that we're going to commit to doing this thing together.
Okay, so that's the stuff you definitely want to do that if you're trying to be successful. But you say there are also indicators that, hey, this relationship might be doomed. It's likely not to end well. And
Right.
what are those?
Right. So we call these the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So these are the signs in any relationship that it might be doomed for failure. You might need to come see me if you're seeing these 4 things in your relationship. Okay, so we have criticism.
Okay.
We have contempt. we have stonewalling, and we have defensiveness. I went out of order there. But
That's okay.
those 4 things are indicators that your relationship might be on the rocks.
Interesting.
You also have a book, The Confidence Project Journal. So for people who tend to focus on their flaws and their failures, I mean, marriage is such a multi-layered, complicated scenario, right? And here's a shot of your book right there. So this addresses like the self-doubt and the failure issues that a lot of people, you know, insecure people in their relationship might feel.
Right. What I found in working with my clients that are part of a couple, the individual issues that we bring into the marriage can often be what caused the marriage to come to an end. So if you're not secure in who you are, you're not a confident person, you're wrestling with shame and things like that, that might, you know, infiltrate into the relationship and bring up issues between you and your partner. So the Confidence Project Journal is another way, another tool that we can use for women specifically to strengthen their confidence and to become more secure.
I do like that because I've noticed at times I have been maybe not ready, like I haven't had the confidence, but the partner has been, and I can look back and say, oh, you weren't ready. And then there's times when I'm like, okay, no, I'm ready. And then I'll meet someone and they're doing maybe one of those 4 things that you're talking about. Can we pop those 4 behaviors, those like red flags that we saw again? Because you say there's an opposite, there's a way to deal with each of those things constructively. So like for criticism, what would the alternative be?
So the alternative would be appreciation, right?
Great.
So appreciation, we want to make sure that we are, you know, appreciating the things that our partner does do right, okay? Defensiveness, so that's where that A in MAP comes from, accountability. So as opposed to defending yourself, giving all the reasons why you didn't wash the dishes and, oh, I wash the dishes every other day, we want to accept that accountability and say, you know what, I didn't wash the dishes, I apologize, and then your partner feels heard, right? It doesn't give room for there to be this back and forth argument because of the reasons why you didn't wash the dishes. What's important is that you didn't wash the dishes and you're acknowledging that.
Right.
Yeah, be accountable. A lot of people just want to dig in their heels.
Right.
We're out of time, but do you ever have clients who come to you and explain their problems and you essentially say, you should get divorced. Like, this should be done.
That'd be me to all my clients.
No,
Say, you guys are done.
But during the
again.
pandemic, people either came closer together or they looked at their spouse and said, you know what, I think I married the wrong person.
Yeah.
That's okay too, right?
Absolutely.
As long as the couple is committed to working on it, I'm not going to tell them that they should get a divorce. But there are some that are much harder than others, and that's the thing, you got to pick the right person. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
So
good thing.
interesting.
We live in a big city. There are a lot of fish in the sea. Kaity Rodriguez, keep us updated on this 100-date scenario.
Well,
I'm
you guys
very
can have me
curious
back.
about that.
Yeah.
When I find the guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll come in. Yeah, we'll talk to both of them.
And we're glad to have you in Houston.
Thank you so
welcome
much.
To town.
Truly.
One of the greatest kept secrets in America, Houston. We love the city. To connect with Kaity or purchase her book, you can find a link on our website, houstonlife.tv. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section.